Be nobody's darling but my love. Be honest and faithful, be kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. You're sweet as the flowers in the springtime, fair as the roses that twine. You're sure to be somebody's darling. Be nobody's darling but mine. Come sit by my side, little darling. Come lay your cool hands on my brow. I'm taking a long, weary journey, so give your last kiss to me now. For this is goodbye, little darling. My heart breaks to leave you behind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, love. Be honest and faithful, be kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Somewhere, my love, there will be songs to sing, although the snow covers the hope of spring. Somewhere a hill blossoms in green and gold, and there are dreams, all that your heart can hold. Someday we'll meet again, my love. Somewhere, whenever the spring breaks through, you'll come to me out of the long ago, warm as the wind, soft as a piece of snow. Till then, my sweet, think of me now and then. Godspeed, my love, till you are mine again. Someday we'll meet again, my love. whenever the spring breaks through, you come to me out of the long ago, warm as the wind, soft as a piece of snow. Till then, my sweet, think of me now and then. Godspeed, my love, till you are mine again. When I was a lad and old Shep was a pup, over hills and meadows we'd stray, just a boy and his dog, we were both full of fun. We grew up together that way. I remember the time at the old swimming hole when I would have drowned beyond doubt. But old Shep was right there to the rescue he came. He jumped in and helped pull me out. As the years fast did roll, old Shep he grew old. His eyes were fast growing dim, and one day the doctor looked at me and said, I can do no more for him, Jim. With hands that were trembling, I picked up my gun and aimed it at Shep's fateful head. But I just couldn't do it. I wanted to run. I wished they would shoot me instead. He came to my side and he looked up at me and laid his old head on my knee. I stroked the best friend that a man ever had. I cried so I scarcely could see. Old Shep, he has gone where the good doggies go, and no more with old Shep will I roam. But if dogs have a heaven, there's one thing I know. Old Shep has a wonderful home. Out of all of the loves I remember, of all of the loves I recall, there are many who live in my memory, but you were the sweetest of all. Wasn't it sweetest of all, girl? Wasn't it sweetest of all? I wasn't your first love, I wasn't your last, but wasn't it sweetest of all? Sometimes I still think about you, sometimes I wish that you'd call. Sometimes I feel like you're lying here with me, 'cause you're still the sweetest of all. Wasn't it sweetest of all, girl? Wasn't it sweetest of all? I wasn't your first love, I wasn't your last, but wasn't it sweetest of all? So keep your goodbyes in your pocket, 'cause you're going nowhere at all. Your memory is staying here with me, 'cause you're still the sweetest of all. Wasn't it sweetest of all, girl? Wasn't it sweetest of all? I wasn't your first love, I wasn't your last, but wasn't it sweetest of all? Wasn't it sweetest of all, girl? Wasn't it sweetest of all? I wasn't your first love, I wasn't your last, but wasn't it sweetest of all? Wasn't it sweetest of all, girl? Wasn't it sweetest of all? Far across deep blue water lives an old German's daughter by the banks of the old River Rhine, where I loved her and left her, but I can't forget her. She is my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up towards the heavens tonight, when the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein. As my memories wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind, in a moment of glory a face stands before me, the face of my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, walk down by the river, pretend that your hand's holding mine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you, and I always will, my Fraulein. I've been a moonshiner for many's the year. I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. I'll go to some hollow and set up my still, and I'll make you a gallon for a $2 bill. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home, and if you don't like me, well, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I'll go to some hollow in this country, 10 gallons of wash I can go on a spree. No woman to follow and the world is all mine. I love none so well as I love the moonshine. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home, and if you don't like me, well, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Moonshine, dear moonshine, oh how I love thee. You killed my poor father, but dare you try me. Bless all moonshiners and bless all moonshine. Its breath smells as sweet as the dew on the vine. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. If you don't like me, well, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I love moonshine for Lisa and moonshine for me, moonshine for Lou and she'll sing all the day. Moonshine for my breakfast, moonshine for my tea, moonshine my hearties, it's moonshine for me. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home, and if you don't like me, well, leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, and if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Dear face that holds so sweet a smile for me, were you not mine, how dark the world would be. I know no light above that could replace love's radiant sunshine in your dear, dear face. Give me your smile, the love light in your eyes. Life could not hold a fairer paradise. Give me the right to love you all the while. My word forever, the sunshine of your smile. Shadows may fall upon the land and sea, sunshine from all the world may hidden be, but I shall see no cloud across the sun. Your smile shall light my life ere life is done. Give me your smile, the love light in your eyes. Life could not hold a fairer paradise. Give me the right to love you all the while. My world forever, the sunshine of your smile. Sitting alone in an old rocking chair, I saw an old mother with silvery hair. She seemed so neglected by those who should care, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. Her hands were all calloused and wrinkled and old. A life of hard work was the story they told. And I thought of angels as I saw her there, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. Bless her old heart, do you think she'd complain? Though life had been bitter, she'd live it again and carry that cross that was more than her share, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. It wouldn't take much just to gladden her heart, just some small remembrance on somebody's part. A letter would brighten her empty life there, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. I know some youngsters in an orphan's home who'd think they owned heaven if she was their own. They'd never be willing to let her sit there, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. I look at her and I think what a shame, the ones who forgot her she loves just the same. And I think of angels as I see her there, rocking alone in an old rocking chair. You wouldn't read my letters that I wrote you, and you asked me not to call you on the phone. But there's something I've wanted to tell you, so I wrote it in the words of the song. I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels. I might have known you'd never make a wife. You gave up the only one that ever loved you and went back wild side of life. The glamour of the gay bright lights has lured you to the places where the wine and liquor flow, where you wait to be anybody's darling and forget the truest love you've ever known. I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels. I might have known you'd never make a wife. You gave up the only one that ever loved you and went back to the wild side of life. You went back to the wild side of life. Think we've come much too far together to just give up and say words like goodbye. After all we've been through with each other, I still believe that old loves never die. The least that we can do is talk it over and consider giving our love one more try. I think we owe that much to one another, and I still believe that old loves never die. If our love dies, it won't go to heaven, 'cause it's already been there all the time. If you must go, I hope that you'll remember I still believe that old loves never die. If our love dies, it won't go to heaven, 'cause it's already been there all the time. If you must go, I hope that you remember I still believe that old loves never die. Hush, my little one, hush, don't you cry. There's sheep in the meadow, stars in the sky. There's a gentle breeze blowing and the river keeps flowing, and the cows will come home in the sweet by and by. It's only a song that I have in my heart, in my memory from so long ago, when my mother would wrap me in her loving arms, and gently she'd sing me to sleep with this song. Hush, my little one, hush, don't you cry. There's sheep in the meadow, stars in the sky. There's a gentle breeze blowing and the river keeps flowing, and the cows will come home in the sweet by and by. So gentle a song she could handle, her tones were so mellow and sweet, like the sun in the west, in her bosom I'd rest, till safely and softly I'd drift off to sleep. Hush, my little one, hush, don't you cry. There's sheep in the meadow, stars in the sky. There's a gentle breeze blowing and the river keeps flowing, and the cows will come home in the sweet by and by. Hush, my little one, hush, don't you cry. There's sheep in the meadow, stars in the sky. There's a gentle breeze blowing and the river keeps flowing, and the cows will come home in the sweet by and by. I'm thinking tonight of you, old pal, and wishing that you were here. I'm dreaming of the times and the days gone by, when you filled my heart with cheer. I remember the night when all alone we sang Sweet Adeline. No other face can take your place in my heart, old pal of mine. The old pals are always the best, you see. New friends you can find any day, but they can't fill the places forever, dear, like the old pals of yesterday. I'm wondering just where you are tonight, and do you ever think of me? It would make my weary heart so light, sweetheart, your face again to see. But in my checkered life I find nothing comes right, it seems. Still you'll always be a pal of mine, though it may be only in dreams. The old pals are always the best, you see. New friends you can find any day, but they can't fill the places forever dear, like the old pals of yesterday. I was dreaming of old Ireland and Killarney's lakes and fells. I was dreaming of the shamrock and the dear old Shandon bells, when my memory suggested in a vision bright and clear all the strange things that would happen if we had old Ireland here. If the Blarney Stone stood out on Sydney Harbour, and Dublin town to Melbourne came to stay, if the Shannon River joined the Brisbane waters, and Killarney's lakes flowed into Botany Bay, if the Shandon bells rang out in old Fremantle, and County Cork in Adelaide did appear, Aaron's sons would never roam, all the boys would stay at home, if we only had old Ireland over here. There are lots of lovely lassies dancing on the village green. There are lots of lovely collies, the finest ever seen, where the boys are all called Paddy and the girls called Molly dear. Sure we'd wrap the green flag round them if we had old Ireland here. If the Blarney Stone stood out on Sydney Harbour, and Dublin town to Melbourne came to stay, if the Shannon River joined the Brisbane waters, and Killarney's lakes flowed into Botany Bay, if the Shandon bells rang out in old Fremantle, and County Cork in Adelaide did appear, Aaron's sons would never roam, all the boys would stay at home, if we only had old Ireland over here. bar in my hometown, an old man chimed in, and I thought he was out of his head. Now being a young man, I just laughed it off when I heard what that old man had said. He said, I'll never again turn the young ladies' heads or go running off into the wind. I'm 3/4 home from the start to the end, and I wish I was 18 again. I wish I was 18 again, and going where I've never been. But old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend I wish I was 18 again. Now time turns the pages and old life goes so fast. Time turns the dark head all gray. I talk to some young folks and they don't understand the words this old man has to say. Lord, I wish I was 18 again, and going where I've never been. But old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend I wish I was 18 again. I wish I was 18 again. I just wish I was 18 again. The campfire burned as I stroked her golden curls, and we made a vow that we'd never part. I held her tight as we watched the dancing firelight, and we sang a song with love in our hearts. And she sang the melody, and I sang the harmony. Beneath the stars of a summer's night, we sang till the morning light. Those sweet words like I love you, and words like I love you too. And darling, I'll always be true till the end of time. The church bells rang, and the wedding song it was sang, and the blushing bride stood by my side. Our love was real, and I just couldn't conceal those tears of joy that welled in my eyes. And she sang the melody, and I sang the harmony, as we walked with hand in hand through valleys in a wonderland. Those sweet words like I love you, and words like I love you too. And darling, I'll always be true till the end of time. Time rolls by like clouds across the sky, and our autumn years and we'll still be like a haunting melody whose song of love lives on and on. Now she sings the melody and I sing the harmony, as it was on that summer's night. We sang till the morning light, with sweet words like I love you, and words like I love you too. And darling, I'll always be true till the end of time.
It's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wilding goes call. But there's nothing more lonesome, morbid or drear, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious for the quoted to come, and there's a faraway look on the face of the bum. The maid's gone all cranky and the cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. Then the stockman rides up with his dry dusty throat. He breasts up to the bar and pulls a wad from his coat. But the smile on his face quickly turns to a sneer as the barman says sadly, the pub's got no beer. Then the swagman comes in, covered in dust and flies. He throws down his roll and rubs the sweat from his eyes. But when he is told, he says, what's this I hear? I've trudged 50 flaming miles to a pub with no beer. There's a dog on the veranda, for his master he waits, but the boss is inside, drinking wine with his mates. He hurries for cover and he cringes in fear. It's no place for a dog around a pub with no beer. Old Billy the blacksmith, the first time in his life, has gone home cold sober to his darling wife. He walks in the kitchen, she says, you're early, my dear. Then he breaks down and tells her the pub's got no beer. So it's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wilding goes call. But there's nothing more lonesome, morbid or drear, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer.
Why I look so sad on this bright summer's day, or why the tears are in my eyes and I seem so far away. Well, sit yourself beside me, love, and put your hand in mine, and I'll tell you of someone I loved long, long before your time. I'm sitting here and thinking of those days so long ago, when I was just the child like you, and a girl I used to know. Through fields of green we laughed and played, and sang our merry rhymes. Oh, summer days were warmer than, long, long before your time. Through childhood years our love did bloom, till our hearts were just as one. We promised each eternal love in the church below the town. We settled in this little house, I was proud to call her mine. Oh, we were young and happy then, long, long before your time. One lovely year was all we had, until the sickness came that stole the roses from her cheeks. My tears, they fell like rain. For 9 long months she carried you, but in the end she died. She chose to go so you might live, long, long before your time. So you asked me why I look so sad on this bright summer's day, or why the tears are in my eyes and I seem so far away. It's just you seem a lot like her when your eyes look into mine, and you smile so much like she did, long, long before your time. Yes, you smile so much like she did, long, long before your time. Out on the Mira, on warm afternoons, old men go fishing with black line and spoons, and if they catch nothing, they never complain. I wish I was with them again. As boys in their boats called to girls on the shore, teasing the ones that they dearly adore. And into the evening the courting begins. I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Mira, on soft summer nights, bonfires blaze to the children's delight. They dance round the flames, singing songs with their friends. I wish I was with them again. And over the ashes the stories are told of witches and werewolves and Oak Island's gold. The stars on the river face sparkle and spin. I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Mira, the people are kind. They'll treat you to homebrew and help you unwind. And if you come broken, they'll see that you mend. I wish I was with them again. And now I'll conclude with a wish you go well. Sweet be your dreams and your happiness swell. I'll leave you here, for my journey begins. I'm going to be with them. I'm going to be with them. I'm going to be with them again.